I've been building again. It always seems around this time of the year when winter's on, it's time to build, isn't it? Well, I've been building a reptile dragon, which hopefully you can see it. This is a very unusual design, and kind of, in fact, how often do we see twin prop flying wings? It's yeah, so now I saw one of these on Banggood. Crikey, it must have been months and months ago, and eventually I committed to getting one, and then it sat in the box for 2 months. And you know, I've got to be honest, I pulled it out the box, and at first I was a little bit, well, I wouldn't say disappointed, but a bit lackluster. I kind of wasn't blown away, but I don't know if it was maybe just the looks or things like that, but I didn't feel like it did it for me. But eventually I decided, listen, let me get this thing out the box and actually bother to do something with it. And I must admit, I'm quite pleased with the results. It's turned into something remarkably good, and the more I've messed with it, the more I've actually ended up liking it. Now, I figured I'd give you a run through some of the things I've done on mine, just so you can see where I'm coming at. Now, essentially, the biggest thing you will notice is up top here. Essentially, out the box, you get that little thing, a little foam hatch, and there's nothing wrong with it. Pops over there, but I kind of wanted something more, and what really started the thought going, you'll notice over here I've got a GoPro sitting over here, and that's a full-size GoPro. I think it's a 4 in here, but it will take a GoPro 7 or anything like that. But yeah, essentially they provide a foam insert, and you could put a normal RunCam camera in the front or a GoPro. But I just kind of, you know, I wasn't really happy with how that worked. I figure if I'm only putting a flat cam, and at least make it centrally mounted as opposed to off to the side, you know, I'm a bit fussy like that. So eventually I thought, okay, I'm going to go for a GoPro over there. But then that led me to think, where do I put the flat cam? Now, this model has a couple of interesting things, and well, I can try show you, but this is what's left of it because the puppy has been in here and eaten it. That's the way it goes. But yeah, essentially they provide these little pod nacelle things which can clip on under the wing, and one of the options they do is you can put over here or over here or over here. They kind of, let me pop this up here, and you can kind of see these hard mounting points. They've got this rather strange idea about putting your cameras out on the wings, and maybe on a pure UAV platform where you're not using your camera, but for an FPV aircraft, you kind of want to centrally mount stuff a bit. You want to be on the axis that you rotate, not kind of out there. So that wasn't going to cut it. And eventually I thought, you know what, let me make a pan camera. And I went from that to me kind of measuring that up and designing it. And the net result, you can see I can pop that on and off, and I can pop it back in. Ooh, there you go, and it's all magnetically latched, and this gives me a pan camera that can rotate. If you look all the way around here, I can actually get back and look 100% behind me. And I kind of designed up the files. There's a little 9-gram servo in here with kind of a 2:1 gear ratio, which basically means that my 180 servo that's sitting there, whoop, and I can look straight over the tail. And this will be a first for me when it comes to a flying wing, because I've never had a wing before with a pan camera at that level. So I'm kind of hoping this is going to be kind of looking around with a head tracker and being something just a little bit different. And what else? I've plugged my VTX at the back. If I pop that, you can see this is a great big cavernous belly in here, and it could, if I really wanted, take one of my 14,000 milliamp packs there, but I suspect it might be on the edge of being heavy. So to start with, I'm going to start with maybe a 3,000 or 4,000 milliamp 4S hypo. That's obviously plugged in there. I've got a VTX and a crossfire. The crossfire is embedded up into the tail, and off you go. It's all up a remarkably nice plane. And then I guess the other big feature which I kind of like about it, take a look here. I can take the wing, and you see how I can separate them? Basically both wing tips can come straight off this here, pop them off, and you've got a nice compact airframe. Everything about it feels quite good. I haven't flown it yet. According to the instructions, the CG is at 48 mils, which is kind of just on the bottom of the screw over here. And I'm kind of hoping in the next few days I'll get out, lob this up into the air, and, well, I don't actually even know if it's going to be a fast or slow aircraft. We'll find out. But at the moment, I think it looks pretty cool. The build quality on it is actually pretty fantastic. It really is very, very good. I'm running RNev on top with an F-35. You can probably see the GPS I've just cut into it there. I think it will just make a good hack. And it will kind of get away from the problem I always personally have. I hate launching wings. I absolutely hate the idea of the prop taking my hand out, and, well, I ain't going to get in the way of those props because they're off to the side, so I'm going to be a lot happier launching this. Yeah, let's see how it goes. Cheers guys, enjoy. Hopefully the next video I pop up will show some in-flight footage from this thing. Cheers.